Have you ever wondered why some people are extraordinarily rich while others struggle to make ends meet? In our current world, the wealth gap is a pervasive issue that continues to widen. The startling reality is that a mere 1% of the globe's population controls nearly half of the total wealth. To put this in perspective, the 80 richest individuals in the world hold as much wealth as 3.5 billion people combined. These figures, while astounding, highlight the significant divide between the rich and the poor. Yet, it's essential to debunk a common myth. Many wealthy individuals did not just stumble upon their fortunes or win a lottery jackpot. The majority of them, much like the renowned investor Warren Buffett, have amassed their wealth through sheer hard work, determination, and strategic financial decisions. So what truly distinguishes the rich from the poor beyond their bank balance? To understand this, let's take a closer look at the lives of two fictional individuals, John and Tim. John is wealthy, while Tim is not. They both work hard, but their financial outcomes are drastically different. John and Tim's contrasting financial situations are not merely a result of luck or chance. Instead, they're a reflection of their habits, decisions, and attitudes towards money. As we move forward, we'll examine these differences closely, shedding light on the key factors that contribute to financial success. From their approach to continuous learning and selling value rather than time, to their saving habits, mindset, and income sources, we'll dissect the habits and decisions that set John and Tim apart. Their stories will give us a clearer understanding of the wealth gap and provide insight into how we can bridge this divide. So let's delve deeper into the habits that set John and Tim apart. The journey to understanding the wealth gap starts here. It's not just about the money, it's about the habits, the mindset, and the decisions that lead to financial prosperity. Let's explore this together. Firstly, John never stops learning. Unlike Tim, who spends his evenings indulging in mindless activities, John recognizes the value of continuous learning and self-improvement. He understands that knowledge is a powerful asset, one that can never be taken away. In today's rapidly changing world, one must constantly adapt to stay ahead. This could mean gaining new skills to stay relevant in your career or understanding the latest trends in investment strategies. John dedicates his evenings to reading, online courses, and other forms of personal development. He is not simply content with what he knows, he is always on the quest to know more. On the other hand, Tim's habit of indulging in mindless activities after work does little to contribute to his financial success. His time, which could be used for learning and growth, is instead spent on passive entertainment. John's commitment to learning is a significant factor in his financial success. It's not just about earning more, but about learning more. It's about investing in oneself, because that's the best investment one can make. Secondly, John sells value, not time. This concept might seem foreign to some. You see, many of us are stuck in the mindset of trading our hours for dollars, like our friend Tim. Tim is focused on the clock, counting down the minutes until he can clock out, and his income is directly tied to the hours he works. But John, he's playing a different game. He's focused on delivering value. He understands that his income isn't limited by the hours in a day, but by the value he brings to those hours. He's not just selling a product or a service, he's selling solutions, improvements, efficiencies. He's selling something that makes people's lives or businesses better. And for that, people are willing to pay more. This shift in mindset from selling time to selling value can significantly boost earning potential. John's focus on value creation is a key contributor to his wealth. Thirdly, John pays himself first. This simple yet powerful principle is paramount to achieving financial success. You see, each time John earns money, he sets aside a portion for himself before anything else. It's not about being selfish, rather, it's about ensuring his financial future. Now let's contrast this with Tim. Each month, Tim pays his bills, covers his expenses, and then tries to save whatever is left. More often than not, there's not much left to save. It's a struggle, a constant battle against unexpected expenses and the temptation of impulsive spending. However, John's approach is different. He treats his savings as the most important bill of all. This money is then invested, and over time, it grows, providing a safety net for the future. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a calculated, disciplined strategy for long-term wealth accumulation. In essence, John's habit of paying himself first ensures his financial security. Fourthly, John has a growth mindset and builds multiple streams of income. Let's first tackle the idea of a growth mindset. This is a principle that centers around the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, hard work, and, most importantly, an eagerness to learn. This mindset doesn't shy away from challenges, but embraces them as opportunities for improvement. It's not about instant gratification, but about long-term growth and success. On the other hand, Tim's short-term thinking keeps him in a cycle of seeking immediate pleasure, often at the expense of long-term success. He's more likely to avoid challenges, fearing failure, and consequently, he misses out on opportunities to grow and improve. Now let's move on to the concept of multiple income streams. John understands that relying solely on one source of income, such as a 9-to-5 job, can be financially risky. So, he diversifies. He might invest in stocks, real estate, or even side businesses. This way, if one source of income takes a hit, he has others to fall back on. In contrast, Tim relies only on his paycheck. He's vulnerable to financial hardships if he loses his job or faces unexpected expenses. He's locked in a cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, with little room for financial growth or stability. In essence, John's growth mindset pushes him to constantly learn, improve, and take on challenges. It drives him to delay instant gratification in favor of long-term success. Coupled with his diversified income sources, he significantly reduces his financial vulnerability. This combination of a growth mindset and multiple income streams is a powerful tool in building wealth and financial stability. In the grand scheme of things, it's not about being rich or poor. It's about making smart choices, investing in personal growth, and building a secure financial future. It's about learning from John's habits and applying them to our own lives. John's growth mindset and diversified income sources significantly reduce his financial vulnerability. Lastly, John surrounds himself with other successful individuals. This isn't about elitism or looking down on others. It's about understanding the power of influence and how the people we associate with can shape our thoughts, habits, and ultimately our success. John recognizes that surrounding himself with people who have achieved what he aspires to can provide him with valuable insights and opportunities. He leverages these connections to learn, to grow, and to explore new avenues for wealth accumulation. On the other hand, we have Tim, who spends his time with fellow strugglers. They share stories of hardships and missed opportunities, reinforcing a mindset of scarcity rather than abundance. Tim's circle doesn't challenge him to grow or provide him with opportunities to learn from success. The stark contrast in their social circles demonstrates a crucial factor in wealth accumulation. John's network of successful friends opens up numerous opportunities for him. In summary, the habits that separate the rich from the poor include a number of key behaviors and mindsets that can dramatically shape one's financial future. Firstly, the rich never stop learning. Unlike our everyday consumer who might zone out in front of the television after a long day's work, the wealthy individual will invest their time into expanding their knowledge and skills. This continuous learning not only enriches their lives, but also provides them with the tools needed to continue growing their wealth. Secondly, wealthy people sell value, not time. They understand that their earnings are directly proportional to the value they bring to the table. Whether it's a job, a business, or an investment, they strive to maximize their contribution, and thus their return. Thirdly, the rich pay themselves first. They prioritize saving and investing over spending. By setting aside a portion of their income for future growth, they ensure their financial security and build a solid foundation for wealth accumulation. Fourthly, the rich have a growth mindset. They understand that short-term pleasure often comes at the cost of long-term success. By choosing to invest in their future, they reap the benefits of compounded growth and delayed gratification. Fifthly, wealthy people build multiple streams of income. They don't rely on a single source of income, but instead diversify their earnings. This reduces their financial vulnerability and provides them with a steady flow of income from various sources. Lastly, the rich surround themselves with other successful individuals. They understand that success breeds success, and that by associating with other successful people, they can tap into new opportunities, gain valuable insights, and continue to grow their wealth. These habits, when practiced consistently, can dramatically change one's financial future, helping to bridge the gap between the poor and the rich. By adopting these habits, you can pave the way for financial prosperity in your own life. Thank you for watching. Your continued support helps us bring these enlightening insights to the forefront. If you found value in this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. It's a simple but powerful way to support our channel. Not subscribed yet? Hit that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. And remember, sharing is caring. Pass this video along to friends or family who might benefit from it. Until next time, keep striving for financial prosperity. See you in the next one.